Hi, everybody. Just to locate you and in the story here, I'm reading from my book, Transforming Suffering into Wisdom. Seems like an appropriate time to do that with all the struggle we have all around us, if not within our own lives. The section that I'm on is on what's known as the third intention, which is to be fearless and forgiving in the midst of suffering. We're unpacking it in many details, and we're looking at, in particular, how do we let thoughts go, and then how do we, in letting the feelings be, how do we feel those feelings deeply, precisely, very clearly. So we're using one of the guises that I recommend is the guise of the scientist, where we're just simply attempting to know who this being is, or what this being is, what the nature of its feelings are and its sensations are. So when we let our thoughts go, when we're in the midst of something that we feel is stressful or suffering, we then look at the sensations in the body. So I've read the first third of the chapter on the scientist, and I'm about to read the second third, which is really this observation of sensations. So if you feel comfortable doing it, you might take a moment and find yourself into a mindfulness practice where you're following the breath, and then open yourself to noticing nuances of feeling or of emotion. And as you notice those nuances, you might ask yourself some of these questions. You might try to locate the sensations and how they feel, as I'm about to describe. So feel free to pause the recording and then start it again. I'm going to start with sensations. If we feel our emotions with the dispassion of a scientist, we will find that they generally have characteristics in the body of shape and dimension, temperature, movement, and a feeling quality, and that they are constantly, if subtly, changing. Shape. Does our emotion feel like a point or points in space? Or does it have a single dimension, as a line does? If it feels like a line, is it a straight line, curved, or irregular in shape? Or is our feeling felt as a flat object, a circle, an oval, square, rectangle, or an irregular flat shape, a surface? Or is it a three-dimensional object with rounded or sharp or ill-defined edges? Is it irregular in shape? Dimension. Does our feeling occupy the whole body, or the upper half of the body, or the whole belly? Or does it occupy just a finger's length or a mere point in space? Temperature. Sometimes our anger feels like a fire in the belly, or our fear feels like a chill running up and down the spine. What qualities or range of temperature do you feel as you observe the physical sensations that manifest when you feel a feeling? Or does the temperature feel neutral? Not there. Movement. Are the sensations moving about, or are they stationary? Do they have a direction, a beginning, or an ending? Are they moving rapidly or slowly? Do they disappear and return? Are they throbbing, pulsating, gurgling, or vibrating? Do they feel shaky feeling quality or texture? Is there a harshness or softness to the feeling? Does it feel faint or clear, hard, sharp, or blunt? Twisting, tight, rough, smooth, loose, or at ease? Does it feel nauseous or tense? The scientist attempts to name, locate, and observe whatever feelings arise in the body, staying with the sensations for as long as they are manifesting, or at least as long as they trouble us by hooking themselves onto our stories and our identities. You will find that there is no need to stay any longer than that, nor to do any other action than simple observation, just living in the present moment is enough. Of course, the scientist is doing two of the other actions that end suffering as well. He's pulling the plug on the self by not giving it energy, not paying attention to it. He is paying attention, close attention to the feelings, not the self's stories. And by hanging in there with the difficult feelings, attempting to observe them as mere sensations, he's being fearless in the midst of suffering. So tomorrow we'll finish this section on the scientist, which is this real observation of what's actually happening with suffering, what happens in the body, what's its time frame, what is it like spatially, how does it feel, and learning as we let go of thoughts and feel these sensations that the feelings, that's all they are. They're just sensations, not a big deal. And so as we do that, we automatically are beginning to find ourselves at ease in the midst of them. Really pretty special. Thank you.